this is my practical team sport screencast. My code is WAR180000757. So my first team sport is netball. So the rules of netball. So timings. The netball game will go on for 1 hour altogether. This will include 15 minutes per quarter, with a 3-minute break between the quarters and a 5-minute break during half time. The scoring in netball is simple. To score a goal in netball, you need to get the ball from the centre circle into the shooting D, which will be passed to a GA, which is a goal attack, or a GS, which is a goal shoot, to be able to take a shot into the netball hoop. Every time the ball gets shot into the hoop and successfully goes in, 1 point will be awarded to the team that managed to score. The officials in netball. The official's main role is to call up any wrong moves, for example, footwork, sidelines, etc. They manage the game and make sure the game is fair for both teams. The equipment they may use is a whistle to call up footwork and a watch or timer to manage the time. The officials may also keep track of the score by using a piece of paper and a pen. The squad and the size of the positions in netball. So, the size of a netball squad is around 12 players. This will include around 5, 7 and 7 players on the court at only one time. The positions included in a netball match is GD, GK, WD, centre, C, wing attack, WA, goal attack, goal shoot. The roles of the goal defence include only being able to go into the defending third and also the centre third. This also allows the goal defence to be able to go into the D to be able to try and deflect any passes into the D to try and cause the opposition to not get any shots or goals into the net. The role of the goalkeeper is to try and not let the ball get into the D and receive the rebounds if a shot is made. The goalkeeper is only allowed to be in the defending third, and if they place their foot into the centre third, then offside will be called and their ball will be given to the opposition. The rules for the wing defence is that they are only allowed to be in the centre third and the defending third. However, they are not allowed to go into the D. The rules for the centre is that the player can go everywhere apart from the 2 Ds at either end of the court. If they do end up going into the D by accident or at a sneaky advantage to them, then they will be called offside and the ball will be given to the opposition. So when the ball is out of play in a netball match, whichever team the ball gets off of will be the opposition's ball. The ball will be passed to another player with their feet behind the white sideline on the court. If the ball becomes out of play in your end of the court in the D and the opposition hits it off, you can do a quick pass as long as your feet are behind the line and hope to be able to pass to a goal attack or goal shoot that will be able to shoot. So the fouls in netball. So one foul in sport can be causing an obstruction to the opposition by standing too close to the player. To prevent a foul from happening like this, then the player should be at least 1 metre away from the other player that they are defending. Another foul in netball may be contact. This will include barging or having contact with the player when they have the ball in their hands. If this is the case, then you will have to stand next to the player until they have passed the ball on. So now for the regulations in netball. So the playing area. The standard size of a netball court is 30.5 metres by 15.25 metres. This will be split up into 3 sections and 2 Ds. The equipment used for a netball match is a netball posts, 2 of these, a standard size court, correct bibs to wear and the players on the team. So now for the scenarios. So my first scenario is obstruction. If the team causes an obstruction to happen, then they will be told to stand next to the side of the player that they are causing an obstruction to. The team that the foul is given to will have an advantage, as this may cause a player to be free, which will cause an open pass to happen, which will make the team that have the obstruction have an advantage. So my next scenario is a free shot. A free shot will happen in the D. It will be caused by the defenders maybe being too close to the player, causing obstruction, or maybe even coming into contact with the player. This will mean that the defender that did this will have to stand next to the shooter and allow them to take a free shot into the net. As soon as the shot or pass has been made, they are allowed to go back in the ball if a rebound is made. So my last scenario is footwork. If a player accidentally takes too many steps or move on the foot that they land on, then they automatically have to give the ball to the opposition. This will be taken in the exact space that the footwork was made. This gives the oppositions a large advantage because if this was made in the shooting D or on the last side, then it could prevent them from getting a goal. So my next practical sport is football. So the timings of a football match. So throughout a game of football, there are 90 minutes in total of playing time. This will include 45 minutes for the first half with a 15-minute break, and then back on for 45 minutes and then full time. The scoring in football is just to score a goal. Like anyone can do this in football. It is not position specific. All that is required is for the ball to be put in the opposition's net without it being offside or a foul. You can score from anywhere on a football pitch using virtually any part of your body except from your arms. So now on for the officials. So there are at minimum 4 officials at a professional football match. This includes a referee, 2 linesmen and a 4th official. However, with the introduction of VAR, this could be up to 6 officials. The equipment used is very standard. The ref will carry red and yellow cards, the linesmen have a flag, and the 4th official has a board that indicates subs. They are also all connected by a common system that allows them to communicate during the game. So a squad size. So the size of a football squad consists of 18, depending on the tournament league. There is a starting 11 players and 7 subs. However, only 3 may be used during the game. The position in a game, if the team are playing 4-4-2, would be 1 goalkeeper, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 strikers. However, this is all dependent on which formation the manager decides to play. This could mean that 5 defenders play and less midfielders or attackers. So when the ball goes out of play, so depending on where the ball goes out of play, depends on what happens next. If the ball is knocked out goal at goal end, then the opposition to the team that knocked out can take a corner, or if it was knocked out by someone shooting in the goal, then a goal kick will be taken. So the fouls. So fouls are dictated by the ref. There are many different types of fouls. This can be a physical foul, for example, a bad tackle or pushing. Also things such as shirt pulling, handball, time wasting and dissent. Offside is also a foul. This is where the attacking team play a ball to their most forward player who is stood beyond the last defender as the ball is kicked. Punishments can range from a telling off from the ref to yellow and then red cards. If you get a yellow card, you do not leave the field. However, if you receive another, it becomes a red card and your team will be down to 10 players. If you receive a straight red card, then you are sent off straight away. So now the regulations. So the size of an average football pitch is 90 metres by 120 metres long and 45 to 90 metres wide. This consists of the halfway line where the teams are split, and at either side you have a box which is 18 yards long. Inside the 18-yard box is also a 6-yard box. This area is for all the goalkeepers. Is only for the goalkeepers. So the equipment needed in a football match is 2 goals at either end, a football, the pitch, 2 different colour kits, shin pads, and football boots. So my 3 scenarios are a goal kick, throw-in and penalty. So a goal kick happens when the attacking team take a shot and miss a cross and it goes out of play behind the goal. It can be anywhere along that line. The goalkeeper has to place the ball on the 6-yard line and make a pass/kick. During this time, no one is allowed to be in the 18-yard box until the ball has been kicked. So a throw-in. A throw-in takes place on the sides of the pitch where the ball goes out of play by the team who didn't kick it out. When out, they get the chance to throw it back onto the pitch. The throw has to be overhead, and once the ball is thrown, the game restarts as normal. If a foul throw happens, the opposition's team gains the throw-in or free kick. So the last one is penalty. So you win a penalty in football by being fouled in the opposition's 18-yard box. Once this has happened, the ball is placed on the spot which is 12 yards from the goal. At this point, no one except the penalty taker and the goalkeeper is allowed in that box. All the other players must stay out of the box until the ball is kicked. It is the aim of the attacker to score the goal and the goalkeeper to save it. The goalkeeper must stay on his line when the ball is kicked or the penalty may be retaken. And that's my referencing for my images.